I'm starting to look like the mom from the Santa Claus. And yes, I did wear the shirt 2 videos in a row because I noticed that in the last one and I wanted to make that joke. Hey, I'm Amy, and welcome or welcome back. This is going to be a pretty long video, but you may want to stick around because there are going to be some really fun things that I'm going to talk about. This is going to be my channel goals for 2019. I have a lot of them. There's going to be a lot of things I'm going to talk about. You're going to want to see. You're going to see what is going to be happening on this channel in 2019. It's going to be super fun. So let's just dig right into it. The first thing I want to talk about is Twitter, Instagram, and Stardust. Those are my social media handles, and I think you guys definitely should follow me on all those, especially Twitter, because I do post a lot of updates about this channel. Kind of funny on there. I think I'm funny, but I'm really probably not as funny as I think I am. And I also drop hints about some of the things that are coming up on this channel, some new series that I'm working on, and other things. Hint, hint. Especially like something I am planning for October. Already it is January 2nd, 3rd. It's January 3rd and I'm already planning videos for October. It's gonna be big and you will see all about it on Twitter, and I don't post a lot on Instagram, but I do post a lot on my Instagram stories. So you will see a lot of things going through there with all the new series that I'm working on, all of my videos that I'm working on pretty much, the podcast, and what I'm planning for October. It's going to be a blast. And on Stardust, I also post 30-second quick little reactions. If you are not following me on there, I sometimes post reactions to trailers or movies that I see but don't have time for or don't want to do a full review on. And sometimes I do quick 30-second reactions on there for movies that, or TV shows, I guess, too, that I will be solely talking about on my Patreon, which I will get to in just a second. And I know I said I will be doing a lot more stuff. I will still be having all of my regular videos, the 1001 challenge every other week, and regular videos on Tuesdays, and reviews and occasional reactions when I can fit them in. It just depends on the week and my schedule because I do work a full-time job, and this is just something I do on the side. Even though I do spend about 40 hours a week on this, I just don't get paid to do this. I don't get paid a lot to do this. I don't get paid a lot in general, but I just don't get paid as much to do this, so I can't really spend as much time on this. It is expensive. A lot of people don't realize that. This is expensive. And that also brings me to something else I want to talk about, which is my Patreon. I have a lot of stuff on there. If you have not checked out my Patreon, you definitely should, because there's a bunch of exclusive stuff I do on there. And in the new year, this year, I will be doing a ton more stuff. They have this thing called Lens, which is kind of like Instagram stories. If you have the Patreon app, I will be posting a lot on there in the coming months, especially when it comes closer to me getting the stuff ready for my special October stuff. You will be seeing a lot more on there from me, and I will be retooling a lot of the tiers and my final, like my Patreon goal, that it's like what I want my goal to be earning every month. I will be retooling all of that stuff soon. I will be adding new stuff, taking away some stuff, but right now there are still exclusive movie and TV show reviews that are chosen by patrons once a month. And there is even a tier for those of you who like my reactions. You can choose a video, any video within reason, for me to react to once a month as well. You also get videos, all of my regular videos, any video that I post, you get at least an hour early, if not as soon as it is ready to go live. Like my Tuesday and my 1001 videos, you can sometimes get those up to a day in advance. A lot of the times it's like Monday evening or like Saturday evening once I finished editing them and uploading them. Otherwise, you have to wait until they are posted at noon Pacific on the channel. And a lot of my reviews you will get Thursday nights. Like, I mean, sometimes it is like 11:30 midnight when I upload them Pacific time. Otherwise, you do have to wait again until noon Pacific on Fridays to get some of those reactions you do get right away, while I wait probably 30 minutes to an hour to actually post them on the YouTube channel. So there's that. Those are some really great perks. But in the new year, I am planning on trying to get a lot more videos posted at least a day early. Right now, it is my channel goal if I reach $150 a month to post videos a day early, but again, I'm retooling that to be a different reward for you guys once I hit the 150 mark. I will also be adding some other fun things, like possibly doing a watch along to a TV series that'll be available for, well, I haven't quite decided who it'll be available to yet, but I will be doing it for at least one season, if not, well, at least one show, if not two shows. I'll probably do those at least once a week on the Patreon. It'll be kind of quick little synopsis or my thoughts on certain episodes or on maybe one or two episodes of a season. I don't know how I'm going to do that yet, and the shows will be chosen by patrons. I'm also thinking of doing some live streams / live commentary recording type things through for Netflix movies and TV shows through this Chrome extension called Scener. I don't know exactly how it works. It is something I am trying to figure out, but I will be adding that as a tier or something that you can get as part of one of the tiers on my Patreon, and do that at least once a month. Along with the special movie review, it would be a different tier than the movie review, but it's just something a little extra that patrons can actually choose. Probably, I think I'll have patrons choose what movie you want me to do a live commentary on, and it will have a little recording of me in there so you can watch my reactions as I'm watching the movie. The next thing I want to talk about is my podcast. If you have not heard of my podcast, I absolutely love it. It is one of my favorite things to make. It is me and two of my coworkers / really good friends. We sit and talk for about an hour, sometimes an hour and a half, about our favorite movies from our childhood through the lens of adulthood. It's called The Nostalgia Effect. You can find the link in the description or just search The Nostalgia Effect on anywhere you find your podcast. I absolutely love it. I used to post highlight videos on this channel. They were about like 30-35 minutes, which is about half of a length of the episode. I really liked having those highlights episodes on the channel so you guys can listen to a quicker, more, I guess you guys can listen to a more brief version of the podcast on here, but it does take like 2 extra hours for me to edit those down, and I did not get a lot of views on them, and it was just too much work for too little return, so I stopped doing those. But we are planning some really big stuff with the podcast coming soon. I don't know if it'll be on this channel or if we are going to be doing it just with the podcast on iTunes and all of the podcasty stuff. I don't know. We're still planning that out, but there are big things coming for the podcast in the future, and I will let you guys know on here or on Twitter, Instagram, pretty much anywhere you can find me. And I've briefly mentioned this, I think, on my Twitter a long time ago, but I am working on a top 100 series. It is not one of the series, well, it kind of is one of the series that I had mentioned earlier, but it's not all of them. There is a bunch of stuff I am working on, but I have been working on making my top 100 for the last couple months. I think since August, I've been working on making this list. I am really excited for it. I am going to be doing it in a little bit different format than what you normally see. It's not going to be like a top 5 countdown that I normally do on here. It's going to be a little bit different. I wanted to do something very different with it, and it's taking me a little bit of work and time to figure out exactly how I want to produce this product and how I want to write it all out and how I want to talk about each movie. And I'm still not even done with the list. I've been working on this list since August, still not even done. I just keep adding to it, taking away. It's a mess, but you will get something soon. Before the end of the year, I will have something. I wanted to have it done before like March, and so I could just push the whole series out throughout March. But things have been a little crazy, and it's coming. I just promise. It's coming soon, and it'll be really fun. And the last thing I'm going to talk about is something else that I briefly mentioned on my Twitter, just kind of in passing, is Twitch. Now, like with YouTube, I watch a lot of it, or I had time to watch a lot of it before I started making videos on here and before I started working full time. I watched a lot of it, which really was what propelled me to start making content on YouTube, and I absolutely love it. And I watch a lot of Twitch, like I just have Twitch streams playing in the background while I edit or work or do something else. So I thought the next step for me to do would be to be on Twitch, would start streaming. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore, but would be for me to start streaming on Twitch, because it just seems like so much fun, and I absolutely I want to have this better connection with you guys, talk to you live in person in a way. And I know I can do it on YouTube, but I just feel like the interactivity on screen, or the interactivity on Twitch is a lot better than it is through YouTube's live streaming. It seems a lot more fun. The community is a lot better. So that's why I want to go to Twitch. But there are a couple things I'm still trying to figure out. The first one is not the most important, but it is kind of important to getting started, is the program that I want to use to assist with my streams is currently PC only. I am trying to figure out how to make a PC split onto my desktop Mac. It's a little work. My Mac is not working as well as I had wanted it to, and I don't have the room or the money to even justify buying a PC just for streaming. So it's going to be a while before I really start that. The other thing I have to figure out is what I want to do on there. I am not really a gamer, but there are other things I can do on there. There's like, I could chill and just talk to you guys. I can edit some videos, like my 1001 videos. Those take a while to edit, and I can edit them live on stream with you. And we can just hang out and talk. I know the most obvious thing for me to do would be to live stream commentary on movies, but that is against their terms of service, so I probably would not last long on Twitch if I did that. So I'm looking into things like that. But if you did not know, before I started making stuff on this channel, I also had a Sims channel that it's still live. You can still watch videos on there, but I haven't posted on there in over a year. I think it's been at least a year. I may start doing that on Twitch just kind of for the fun of it. I used to like build houses because, if you did not know, I used to want to be an architect before going into film and graphic design and film history, things like that. Like before what I started doing now, I wanted to be an architect for probably a solid 10 years. So that might be something I do on there. I don't know. I'm again still trying to figure it all out. You'll hear in the future, but that is a goal for me, is to start streaming on Twitch sometime in this year. But I think that is everything. I'm a little out of breath because I have just talked for probably, well, it says almost 18 minutes, but this will probably be like a 15-minute video for you guys. So yeah, there is that. Let me know if there is any tiers that you want to see on my Patreon, anything that you would want to see me do on there that you think would be fun. Let me know, because I will welcome any ideas of anything that I can do on there. And anything you are excited to see from me this year. I will still be doing all of my regular stuff, all of the monthly hauls, all of that as well. So yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a little channel update and some goals that I am planning on working towards this year in 2019. And I hope you guys have had a happy new year and you are ready to go into this year. I don't know where I am anymore. It's been a long week and it's only Wednesday. It's only my first day back at work. Whew. Yeah. Okay. So before I start losing my mind and just rambling, I will say thank you guys so much for watching. I really truly do appreciate every single one of you. Let me know who you are in the comments down below, and let's be friends. If you enjoyed this, leave a like and subscribe if you're new, because I love talking about movies, TV shows, filmmaking, film history, all that fun stuff. And I'll see you next time. Bye.